Okay, so good morning to everyone, and for all those who have joined again, this is the instruction for you. Also, it is displayed on your screen, and I'm repeating it again. Please do have your pen or paper handy with you if you have joined this session with the help of your mobile phones, or if you are not very much comfortable working in Word. Okay. Fine. So, in our last lecture, we have seen this conversion, okay, the infix to postfix conversions using stack that we have seen, okay, where there were some rules, we were following those rules, and we have converted your infix into postfix. Today what we are going to see is, your infix to prefix conversion using stack, evaluation of that, okay, because till date we were dealing with letter algebraic expressions, right? Now, in the evaluation part, you will have some numerals, okay, some numbers will be there. You have to convert that into first postfix or prefix, whichever asked, and then whatever the question is, according to that, you have to evaluate, okay? So, you have to evaluate that expression. Once we are over with it, then we are going to see the recursive functions. Okay, what are your recursive functions? Some examples of recursive functions. Okay, and Tower of Hanoi, if time permits. All right. So let's quickly revise because I can make out it is quite a gap from Saturday to Friday. Okay, so in between you might have not revised. So let's revise first your infix to postfix conversion using stack. Okay, that is what we are going to revise. Okay, just wait a minute.
Now is it clear? Students, now the voice is clear or not? Yes or no? I need to wake you up, all of you. Come on, students, we have started our session. Wake up. Okay. So as you can see onto your screen, these were the rules, all right, which was discussed by us. The very first rule for the conversion of your infix to postfix was that you have to scan from left to right. Okay, this is infix to postfix revision part. Okay, we are not starting anything new. Then if you get any kind of a symbol, your symbol can be of three kind, either brackets or your operator or your operand. Okay, then we had three set of rules for each one of them. If it was an operand, directly you don't have to think anything, just go and place it in your postfix expression. If it is an operator and there is no operator in stack, on the top of the stack there is no operator, then simply go and add that operator. But if in the case of operator, there is an operator already present in the top of the stack, then you have to compare the precedency, all right, if the precedency of the topmost element present in the stack. If the precedency is higher or similar, then you are going to pop out. But if it is not, then you are just going to simply place it. Okay. And regarding the brackets, if it is an opening bracket, Again, do not think anything, just place it on the stack. If it is a closing bracket, then you have to pop out all the elements between the closing and its corresponding opening brackets. Once it reaches in the pop-out operation, once it reaches its corresponding opening bracket, then you have to stop the pop-out and move or say remove these two brackets. Okay, so these were those rules which I just told you. The precedences of the operator you have to check here in the stack method. Okay, and the closing parenthesis rule also I just told you, right? And this was the discussed example you can see onto your screen. Fine. We had also discussed this particular example, 5 star 6 plus 2, which is in the bracket, minus inside the bracket 12 divided by 4. We had seen it with the direct method also. We had seen it with this stack method also. And this is your infix to postfix conversion. Okay. We had discussed this algorithm where step 1 is if you have that opening parenthesis, then just push it. If you don't have, then it's fine. Not necessary to push it, push the opening parenthesis on the stack. Repeat until each character in the infix notation is scanned. Okay. Just give me a minute, please. Okay. So you have to repeat until each character in the infix notation is scanned. Alright, the operations or say the rules which we discussed remains the same here also, but just a little bit of format is changed because we are discussing the algorithm. Okay, rest nothing is new here. The same thing which I repeated for the rules, that same thing is written here, but in a bit technical manner. Okay, so we are writing if it is an opening parenthesis, then push it into stack. If it is an operand, no matter digit or character, okay, then add it to the postfix expression. Simply, don't do anything, just go and add it in your postfix expression. Okay, if it is a closing parenthesis, then repeatedly pop out from the stack all the operators which are in between the closing and opening parentheses and go on adding into your postfix expression. Okay, and at the end you have to discard both the parentheses. Okay, in the case of your operator, what you have to do, repeatedly pop out from the stack and add each of these operator onto your postfix expression, which has same precedency or higher precedency than the scanned operator. Okay. If that is not the case, that means there are no operators present in the stack, then simply push the operator in the stack. And you have to, at the end, when scanning process of each and every element in your expression is over, and still in your stack, there are some operators remaining, then you have to perform step number 3. That is, repeatedly pop out from the stack all the remaining elements, or you can say all the remaining operators. Okay, and you are exiting from the function. So this is your algorithm. All right. And you had solved these 3 examples with the help of your stack method. In the Word file also I had shown you correctly how exactly you are going to do it. Okay. This last example, number 3, A minus B divide C, that number 3rd expression, that expression was solved in the Word, and a picture format of that I have included in your PPT for your reference. Okay. Today, if we are able to finish this PPT, then I shall upload it, otherwise tomorrow. Okay. So now we are going for infix to your prefix conversion. Okay. Any doubt till here, anybody? If you have any questions, Any doubt? Yes or no? Okay, Harshvardhan is clear from his end. What about others? All right. Okay, fine. Because there shouldn't be any doubt as you are going to have this topic in your midterms also. All right. So please be very clear. If still you have any doubt, then do ask me. Fine. So we are going for our next topic, that is your infix to prefix conversion algorithm. Okay. Previously we saw infix to postfix. Now we are going to see infix to prefix. Now just to a quick recall, what do you understand by prefix? When can you say that the given expression is in prefix format? You can unmute yourself and answer. When can you say that the expression is prefix? Or how can you identify? If I rephrase, how can you identify that the given expression is prefix? Operator operand. Yes. Correct, Bharti. Absolutely right. See, students, from the name, prefix, operator will be in front of your operands. Okay. So at that time, you can say that your given expression is in the prefix format. Prefix means operators are to be placed in front of your operand. Postfix means operator is placed after your operands. Okay. So the very first step here in infix to prefix conversion is that for the given infix string, you have to reverse the string. Okay. See here in infix to prefix, if you need, please note down the rules. Okay. This is the steps. If you need, kindly note down the steps. In short, not like this, like all the sentences, but in short, you can write down somewhere. The step one is to reverse your infix string. Okay. So reversing means, for example, if this is your given infix string, okay, this is your infix, or you can say the original infix notation. All right. Then when you are going for infix to prefix conversion algorithm, all right, then you have to first reverse it. So see, from where you have to start the reversing, from your right hand side. Okay. So from right hand side, the parenthesis was closing parenthesis. Okay. So it became the opening parenthesis. We reversed it. Then L, then minus, then K, divide A, star. Okay. Sorry, don't forget this parenthesis also. It was opening here in the original. In this modified, or say in the reversed one, it is now closing parenthesis. Okay. Star remains as it is. This closing parenthesis now becomes the opening parenthesis. Okay. C divide B minus A, and again this opening parenthesis will be my closing parenthesis. Okay. So this you can say is your new infix notation. Fine. This is infix to prefix. Reverse the string, reverse the infix string. Okay, so the original one would be something like this: A minus B divide C star A divide K minus L, all inside the bracket. You have to reverse it. So the reversed string This is infix only, okay? You have not yet done anything. You have just reversed it. So this is the reverse part. That is your step number 1. Then what you have to do, you have to obtain the corresponding postfix expression of that new infix notation. Okay? So this was your new infix notation, right? You have to do postfix for that. Alright? This is your new infix notation which you just reversed a few minutes back. Now you have to apply your postfix expressions. Okay, the rules of your postfix, whatever you are doing for postfix. So see, brackets first of all, and here as we are going for this computer oriented method, so here precedences will come. Okay, so see here division will be happening first. Okay, though we are solving, we are evaluating the bracket, but division will happen first. Fine. So K of A divide, here C of B divide. Okay, now next step, LKA divide minus. Okay, here CB divide A minus. Okay, and then your star expression. Okay, so LKA divide minus CB divide A minus star. Now this conversion is your postfix notation. Okay, you computed your postfix notation. Now what you have to do, this is the end result. LKA divide minus CB divide A minus star. This is your end result right now. Now what you have to do with that end result, step number 3 is to again reverse it. Reverse your postfix to get your prefix. That is your final answer. Okay, so this you got the end result previously. Now you have to reverse it. So star minus A divide B C minus divide A K and L. Okay, so then you can say that this is your prefix notation. Okay, this is how the computer is going to do. Again, your step number 1 is to reverse the infix string. Okay, so there will be one original given question string. You have to reverse it to the new infix notation. Okay, once that reversal is done, step 2, compute your postfix expression steps. Okay, so you are going to compute it, fine, on your new converted infix notation. All right, so whatever steps are needed, you are done. Once you get the end result of this postfix conversion, what you are going to do with that end result? Again, step number 3, you are going to reverse that. Okay, reverse that postfix end result into the prefix, and that is your answer. Okay, clear everybody? Any doubt in the example? Yes or no? Any doubt in the example? Okay, from Bharti's end it is no. Rest, Manav and Shri, okay, they are also saying no. Fine. Anybody? Rest of the students? Clear? This is the summarization, okay? Step 1, 2 and 3. That is what I summarized for you. It is the summarization. Now the algorithm, okay? So if we are writing it in an algorithm format, then we have to write reverse the infix string or scan from right to left, okay? Then step 2, if it is an operand, add it onto your operation output string, okay? That means your prefix string. If it is an opening parenthesis, push into the stack. If it is an operator, and stack is empty, push it onto your stack. But if it is an operator, stack is not empty, okay, there is an opening parenthesis, again simply push it into stack. Third case, if it is an operator and there is an operator present on the top of your stack, then you have to compare the precedency. Precedency of whom? Precedency of the operator at the top. If that precedency is higher or similar, then you have to pop out from the stack. If it is not, then you have to push your scanned operator. Okay? If the symbol is the closing parenthesis, then pop all the operators from the stack until you get your corresponding opening parenthesis. Okay? Remove all your operators from the stack, and step 4, reverse the output string. Okay? And exit from the function. That is the algorithmic way which you are going to write. Alright? So here is one example. Let's say the given string, the given infix string is A divide B star C minus D. Okay. So what is the first step? First of all, I have to scan it in reverse order. Okay. So the first thing which is going to be scanned is your D. Alright. So D is an operand. So I'm going to push it into my prefix notation. Fine. Then it will be minus sign in the next iteration. Again, as my stack is empty, nothing to be done. So I will just go and add my minus sign in the stack. D remains as it is. Third iteration, C got scanned. Okay. So C is an operand. So according to our rule, so C will be placed in my prefix notation. So D and C there. Fine. In the next iteration, there will be star. Now I have to compare that at the top of my stack there is an operator, and precedency of that operator, that is minus, is less than star. So I'm not going to pop out. Simply I'll go and add my star in the stack. Fine. So nothing to be done. Then B is coming in the next iteration. So B is going to get added in the prefix notation, my operand. Then it is divide. Now divide and star, they both are having similar here. They are not in divide does not have lower precedency than your star. So nothing to be done. Just add it in your stack. Alright. So DCB remains in the prefix notation as it is. Now there is A. Okay. So A is there. A is my operand. Again, you are going to add DCBA in the prefix notation. Now there is nothing to be scanned. So one by one, you are going to pop out your operators. So what will it be? Divide will get popped out. So DCBA divide, then star, then minus. Okay. So your result will be DCBA divide star and minus. And now as we are going for prefix conversion, we have to reverse the string. So minus star divide A, B, C and D. Okay. Any doubts? Students, in the next slide, you have to do the examples. Okay. So there shouldn't be any doubts. Any doubt? Okay, so no answer is for me as positive answer. So I'm taking it as nobody is having any doubts. So fine. Kindly solve this example. The question is in front of you. Convert into your prefix notation. using stack method. Okay, Yasham? And answer is also not right. Why C goes in front? B goes in front. And if you are giving me the answer, I would like to see how you are solving. Okay, because this time word probably I will be not doing, because already I gave you the instruction that you have to work either with pen or paper or with the help of your word. And if you are saying that you have done the solving, you have done the solving on paper, then I would like to have a clear picture sent on my WhatsApp number. Okay, Shri, you are using your laptop? Shri? Okay, send me the picture of the table. Divyajit? You are using your laptop to solve with the help of a table format? Show me your screen. No, I want to see the screen. Share your screen. Which browser you are using? Chrome does have the option right beside your turn on caption. Okay, send me the picture for now. Shri, I don't think it should take this much of time to send me the picture. Yes, of course. That's why we discussed this whole, from past 25 minutes we were discussing. You don't have to simply give me like this. You can verify your answer with that method, with the direct method. But of course, you have to solve it using that stack method. And in stack method, be careful about the precedences. Okay, do one thing. All right, I have a solution for all of this. Wait now. Give me the inputs here. Okay, this is my expression. This is my stack, and this is my prefix expression. Okay. Fine, now tell me. Okay, Rishabh, you want to share the screen? In next example, you can do it. For this example, I'm just showing you. Everybody give me inputs here. Come on. I'm not going to write on my own. You have to tell me what I should write here.
Open bracket.
C, okay. So C goes as it is here. Then star. All right. So star also here, C here. Now B or the parenthesis? It will be opening parenthesis because we have to reverse the string. Okay. So if we go and reverse the string, what will it be? C star. The closing will be now the opening parenthesis. B plus A. The opening will be now the closing parenthesis. It will be like this. Okay. So if you are going directly, don't make this mistake. Yashang and Darshan, if you are suggesting me that it should be a closing parenthesis, then according to the algorithm, it is going to start popping out. Okay, till what part? Till it finds its opening parenthesis. But there is no opening parenthesis. So what it is going to return you? It is going to return you some errors. Okay, so please be aware. So it will be star and bracket, and here it is C. Now okay, B. So again star and bracket, here it will be C and B. Now plus, nothing to be compared here, so star comma opening parenthesis comma plus, here C and B. Now A. Okay, so this remains as it is. All right, here it is C, B and A. Now your closing parenthesis. So we need to pop out. So the only thing that remains in the stack will be your star. Okay, C, B, A plus. Fine. Now star is remaining. So C, B, A plus star. Now what you have to do? You have to reverse. Why we have to reverse the string? Because we are going with the stack method of infix to prefix. So star plus A, B and C. Okay. This is how you are going to evaluate or solve. Don't simply give the direct answer. It's okay if you are giving the direct answer, but that should be in this case just to, confirm, or you can say just match it, that answer is getting correct or not. But when I say that you have to evaluate using the stack method, then this is how you are supposed to evaluate. Okay? Clear, everybody? Solve this example now. Giving you a format, okay? Direct way. Okay, Aditya, I was asking you that you are giving the answer. Was that answer solved using stack format or directly you are giving the answer? Okay, then it is good. Would you like to present your screen, please? Show me your screen.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can I see the next expression question?
Nidhi, just wait for a minute, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya, present your screen.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Yes, correct. Anybody who would like to, Aditya, just keep the screen as it is. Anybody who would like to verify, you can verify your method if something is going wrong or it is not matching. The answer is if answer is not matching. You can verify it. Aditya, can you zoom a bit? Just
Yeah, sure.
for watching. Okay, okay, fine enough. Thank you. Okay, so I suppose everybody must have done it. Okay, thank you, Aditya. You can stop sharing your screen. Is visible? Okay, my screen should be visible to you in a moment. Sorry for this network interruption from my end. Okay, this is your third expression. Please solve it. If you are done, you can just tell me. I'll just have a look. Okay, Divijit, your answer is correct for the second one. I received your picture right now. Anybody finished? Okay, so here also I'm doing it parallelly with you. First of all, reverse your string, okay, or scan from, according to the algorithm, reverse the string or scan from right to left, okay. So first of all, let's go for that reversal part only, okay. So your expression would look something like this: E star D bracket minus bracket D plus C, again a bracket, divide bracket B plus A and bracket, okay. So you reversed, step 1 done. Now your stack method. So you make one table, okay. I'm not writing here expression stack prefix expression. Let me just write it down, fine, not a big issue. Okay. In examination also you please do mention this. Alright, so you can either write it like this if you are okay after converting the reverse format. So E, then star, then D bracket minus, again a bracket, D plus C bracket divide bracket B plus A bracket 1 and 2. Okay. So we were at D, then plus, then C, then again a bracket, then divide, again a bracket, B plus A and a bracket. Okay. Now as you are doing in your postfix, similarly. So bracket E bracket and a star, E remains as it is. Okay, before I come solve it for you, anybody has solved it? Finished solving? Anyone? Yes or no? Okay. So those who have finished, help me with the program here. What do you have to write here next? Students who are doing, you can continue. You can verify later on. The closing bracket. So I have to remove everything, right? So here what will it be? ED and star, correct? Then minus sign occurs, so it goes as it is, ED star here, minus and opening parenthesis, ED star as it is. Then wait, I did a mistake. No, it is correct. Okay. Minus and opening bracket, ED star, again D, then minus opening bracket plus ED star D, same expression as it is, ed star dc. Okay, now closing parenthesis, so pop out the expressions one by one. So minus will remain ed star dc plus. Okay, then there is divide sign. Now minus is not having the higher precedency than your divide, so divide is going to remain as it is there, ed star dc plus. Okay, now there is again an opening parenthesis, so minus divide and your opening parenthesis ed star dc plus. Okay, now the expression remains as it is, this particular expression. Okay, and b gets added here, ed star dc plus b. Now there is a plus sign, so comma plus this expression as it is. Here this thing is going to remain as it is. The only change in this will be a will be added here in the expression. Okay, now your closing parenthesis, so plus will be removed, only thing remaining will be minus and divide, and this expression here and plus. Okay, now nothing to be scanned, so one by one you are going to pop out. So this expression plus, then divide and minus. Now you have to reverse the string, so minus divide plus, sorry, ab plus cd star de. Okay, so this is your final output, or you can say the final postfix expression. Fine, everybody clear with this method, stack method? Yes or no, students? Clear? Okay, the last one is this. I am placing it in the chat also, so that there are less chances of errors for those who are working with Word. For those who are working on pen and paper, here it is for you. Carefully note down the expression, okay, and then do the reverse part, and then go for stack method, and then again reverse it and get the final answer. No, generally prefix or postfix, you are asking that prefix and postfix is given and you have to find an expression from it. What do you mean by an expression? Means you have to convert into infix like that? Is it what you are asking, Pranjit?
Yes, ma'am. That in the way you are giving us expression and you are asking to solve it as an postfix or prefix. So can inverse of it also maybe ask? Like prefix or postfix,
No.
postfix is given and you find an expression from that.
No. It might be the case where you are asked to identify that which expression is what, like which one is prefix, which one is infix, which one is postfix. But as far as I know, there won't be the reverse, conversion like from prefix to infix. That won't be there. Students, don't be in a hurry to, solve this number 4. Okay, carefully. Be quick in solving. I'm not saying that you go at a very slow speed. Also be quick, but do not give in for a rush that I'll be the first one to answer. Okay. Solve it correctly and efficiently. Because see, it is bracket inside the bracket. Okay, so you have to take care of that also. Okay, Divyajit, that is the previous one. Okay. Okay, anybody who has completed the expression? Any student like that? If anybody has finished, please acknowledge that you have finished so that I can evaluate whether you have done it correctly or not. Anuj and Ayush, answer me. You there in the session? Okay. Bharti, Bhavdeep and Bipin. What about you? Okay. Bhavdeep and Bipin. There in the session? Got stuck at the end. Why? What happened? Aditya? The pen is also there, okay? Both the Darshans, I suppose, are there also, Darshan Maniyar and Parmar. And I hope you are working. Star minus, okay. Sri, I'm just verifying it. I'm not saying it is right or wrong. Star minus A divide plus divide BC. Modulo star DEFGH. Okay, let's see. See, Aditya, you have to compare the precedency of the operator which is on the top of your stack. Okay. So see, if the precedence of operator at the top is higher, if it is higher, so which is at the top of the stack? Your plus. Scanned one is divide. Okay. So plus, you have to see, precedency of plus is higher than divide? No. So you just have to keep your division sign in the stack. If it is coming that way, then yes. This time, Nidhi, Yasin, Tushar, both the Tushar, Yash, you guys are quite quiet this time. Yes, apart from Shri, anybody finished? Shri told me that he has done it. Anybody else? Okay, Shri, can you present your screen?
Ma'am, I have done it in my notebook.
Okay, you've done in notebook. Fine. Then help me solve here. Everybody, attention here. Till whatever part you have done, you can help me solve it here. Wherever you have doubt, you can stop me there and then, and you can ask me. Okay? Shri, you will be the one helping me out because you have completed. Okay?
Okay.
So start telling me. Start dictating here. Dictate me the letters or what I have to do. Come on.
Ma'am, it prefix H.
Okay, done. Chalo. Next.
Stack star.
Okay. Here H remains as it is. Okay. Now,
Star and opening parenthesis.
all right. H as it is. Okay, done. Now,
As it is.
what about stack? Stack going to remain as it is?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Then say
please.
like that. Okay. Now,
And star opening parenthesis and divide
okay.
as it is.
Now,
Star opening
okay.
parenthesis, divide and opening parenthesis.
Correct.
As it is.
Okay. Now,
Stack as it is, ma'am.
stack as it is. Okay.
HGF.
HCF. Okay.
Star opening parenthesis M and star.
Okay.
As it is.
Now,
Stack will be as it is. HGFE. HGFE.
okay. Now,
Star opening parenthesis, divide opening parenthesis, and multiply and modular sign.
correct. Why? Because modulus is having same precedency. I mean, the star is having same precedency as modulo. Okay. So, it is not having higher precedency. Here, if the precedency of operator at the top is higher, then pop from the stack. Okay. But it is not higher, it is same. So, it is going to go here only, nothing to be done.
As it is.
HGFE. Okay, now this remains as it is. Now H, G, F, E and D. Okay, now Shri, tell me what I have to do.
Star opening parenthesis, divide.
Okay, here.
Yes, HGFE and star and modulus.
Star and modulus or modulus and star?
Modular and star. Modular.
Correct. Don't reverse here, okay? Otherwise the answer will be entirely wrong. Fine. Now here.
Star opening parenthesis, divide and plus.
Why divide and plus? Divide is having higher precedency than plus.
Yeah, plus and divided.
See students, be very careful. That's why I said carefully do this evaluation. Okay. Now C. Now see, again there is divide. Now plus is not having higher precedency than your divide. So divide is going to remain as it is. This expression as it is. Again, this stack remains, B to be added here. Okay, now it is closing parenthesis. So pop out one by one the expression, the operators. So star is only going to remain here. After B, there will be divide and then it is plus.
Plus. Yeah.
Okay, now minus sign. The topmost element in the stack is star. Precedency of star higher than your scanned element minus. So pop out. So minus remains, star popped out, and expression becomes this. Now A. So minus remains, A gets added here in the expression. Okay, now nothing is to be scanned. So minus goes here. Okay, and now this is not over. We are in your prefix conversion. We have to reverse the string. So minus A star plus divide B C divide star modulo D E F G and H. Okay, this is what you should be getting. Everybody clear with the examples? 4 examples we have discussed so far. This one was the 4th example. Yes or no, students? Any doubts? Aditya, you have to re-evaluate. Your answer is not correct. Something went haywire in between. Okay. Any doubt? Students, come on. Any doubt? Any questions? This topic is included in your mid-sem portion, okay? Then later on, don't convert in a wrong manner and then lose your marks. Okay.
Ma'am,
Shall we move forward now?
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt, a question actually.
Nidhi.
Ma'am, how we check the
In this question,
precedency level of operators?
precedency level of operators, that is, we have discussed here. See, higher priority and lower priorities, or you can say the precedencies.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Clear, Nidhi? Any more doubts?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Rest of the students, any doubts here? Sorry, not here. Till this slide. Okay, then we can move forward now. The 4 examples. Please keep these examples, these solved examples for your reference. Okay. because this Word file, I am not going to upload it. This was just for those students, who cannot exactly show me or send me the picture or something like that. So on my screen, I tried to demonstrate to rest of the students and for you also to verify your answer. Okay, this document, I am not going to upload it. So please keep the answers or the solved examples with you handy, so that whenever you want to refer to them, you can do that. Okay. Now till this part, we have just converted. Okay. We have not evaluated yet. We just converted. Now, in our computers, what we do is a program is deployed to us, right? And let's say a simple program that enter two numbers and you will be returned the summation of it. Now, the computer, what we are going to enter 10 plus 10, okay? And we are expecting 20 to be our answer. Now, for computer, 10 plus 10 is not the algebraic expression, okay? That is the infix expression. It is going to convert it either into postfix or prefix. Okay, so we did that conversion part. We are yet to go with the resultant part. Okay, so now we are moving forward to that part, that how exactly your computer is going to give you the output. That means how it is going to evaluate. Okay, so here we had seen prefix notation example to solve. So continuing with that, evaluating your prefix expression. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have converted it. Okay, the conversion is done. Then what you have to do, you are going to step 1, accept the prefix expression. Okay, see, I'm saying here you are accepting the prefix expression. So that means prefix conversion is already been done, right? Then you have to scan each of your expression one by one from right hand side, one character at a time. All right. So let's say this is your converted prefix expression. Okay. There was some algebraic notation given as an input. You converted it into prefix, and this is your end result of prefix. Plus minus 2 7 star 8 divide 4 12. Okay. Now you have to evaluate this. So again, from right hand side, you are going to start scanning. Okay, so your scanned and your operand stack, you have to make 2 columns like this. And from right hand side, you are going to scan. So 12 4 divide 8 star 7 2 minus and plus. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Now first of all, you are going to place your 12 and 4, because 12 is your operand. Okay, we are going to deal with operand and operator now. So if it is an operand, you are going to push it in your stack. Okay, so 12 is an operand, so you pushed it. 4 is an operand, comma 4. Now it is divide. Okay, so you have to divide it. You have to push your divide operator with respect to 4 divided by 12. Okay, so when you do 4 divided by 12, output will be 0.33333, something like that. Okay, so these are the rules. If it is an operator, pop the 2 values from operand stack, apply the operator, and push back the result again. So what we did, it was 12 and 4, right? So we popped the 2 values. First popping 4, then 12. Okay, and we applied the operator, that is divide. So 4 divided by 12. All right, because stack last in first out, right? So 4 was the last one, so 4 is my operand 1, 12 is my operand 2. Okay, and division sign applied. So the result which I got, I again pushed it back. Now I am getting 8 as the next scanned operand. So comma 8. Okay, this is my now 1 operand. This is 8 is my second operand. Alright, and you are going to go on evaluating in such a manner, and in the end you are going to get one single result. And when you get that, you are going to end your evaluation process. So let's see. If this is my example, okay, plus minus 2 7 star 8 divide 4 12, okay. So scanning from right hand side towards the left hand side. So 12 4 divide 8 star 7 2 minus plus. Now 12 in my operand, because it is an operand, move it into stack. 4 again my operand, move it into stack. So 12 divided by 4. Okay, sorry, then 12 and 4. Then it is divide. So pop out 2 operands from the top of the stack. So 4 popped out, 12 popped out. Divide. So the resultant, whatever the resultant I am getting, I am again pushing into the stack. Next, 8. So pushed into the stack. Then it is star. Again pop out the topmost operator, 2 operators. So 8 popped out. This 0.333, something like that, okay, till that decimal point got popped out. So 8 into 0.333, okay, so it is 2.66666 till some decimal value, okay. Then 7 came, so you pushed 7 into the stack. Then 2, again you pushed 7 into the stack. Then it is minus. So you popped out the top 2 elements, not first 2 elements, top 2 elements. Okay, so 2 and 7 got popped out. So 2 minus 7, so minus 5, right? And plus operator is there. So minus 5 plus 2.6666665. Okay, so the end result was minus 2 point some decimal values. This is how you are doing the evaluation process of your prefix expression. This is the algorithm, or you can say the steps. Step 1, accept the prefix. Step 2, repeat till the characters of the prefix have been scanned, and scanning is done from right hand side to left hand side. Okay, one by one, character by character. Once it is done, start pushing the operands into the operand stack if you are coming across any operand. So scan that character, okay, and if it is an operand, push it into your operand stack. If it is an operator, then first thing, pop out 2 values from the operand stack, the top 2 values, apply the operator which you have scanned, and push back the result into the operand stack. Okay, this is how you are going to evaluate the prefix expression. Any doubt in the example or the steps? Any doubt? Students, I expect some answers about yes or no. Any doubt? Because see, in your examinations, there can be a question regarding evaluate the given prefix expression. Okay. There can be question regarding, the memory address discussion we had in our arrays, that you have to find out memory address of a particular index value where base address is given to you. There can be some questions like that. There can be some small questions regarding evaluation, or you can say, sorry, not evaluation, but conversion from infix to prefix or postfix. So those steps should be clear to you. Okay, you should not be getting confused, or you should not be forgetting the steps. Fine? Because MCQs always, it is not necessary that MCQs, like, it is not always necessary that it is going to be theoretical based only. Sometimes it can be logic based also, or calculation based also. Okay, we need to perform all the operations by our side and then put it in the stack. You mean the division and the addition part, Aditya? Yes, the answer is to be pushed back into stack then. In some of the books, okay, I have explained it to you with the help of explanation and some arrows. The same thing which I have said. Evaluating operations of operator on the two popped values from the stack. Operand in the stack, okay, multiple operands in the stack. Again, evaluating the subtraction on the operands on the top of the stack with pop operation. Okay. In some of the books, this kind of example is also given. So do not worry that we have not seen anything like this. This kind of method is also adopted in some of the reference books. So that's why I kept this image. This image is taken from that reference book. Okay. Nothing new is done. A similar method is there. Just what they are doing is prefix expression is given. They are first of all reversing it. Okay. Again, that reversed prefix expression is again reversed here. So it is one and the same. Okay. Let's see. This is the prefix expression minus divide star 20 star 50 plus 3, 6, 302. Alright. Now what they have done, they have reversed this prefix expression. The answer you are going to get the same. But I don't want you guys to feel that we have not seen such kind of a method. So that's why I kept this example. If you are comfortable with this method also, then also it's fine. You can go for this method. Reversed prefix expression which they are getting, so reversing it from right hand side to your left hand side. So 2, then 003, right, because it was 300, so from right hand side they were coming across the character 0, so 003, then 6, 3 plus 0, 5 star 0, 2 star divided minus. Now what they are doing, they are taking the expression, the reversed expression as it is. So 2 is taken. Now reverse 2. So nothing to be reversed. So 2 is pushed into the stack. Then they are taking 003. They are reversing 003. So it becomes 300 back to the original. So 2 and 300 are in the stack. Okay. Then it is 6. It is a unit digit, so nothing to be reversed. So 6 remains as it is. 6 push inside. Okay. Then it is 3, nothing to be reversed. Again 3 is pushed here. Then there is plus. So you are popping out the top values. So 3 and 6 got popped out. 3 and 6 addition applied. So answer is 9. So 9 got inside the stack. Okay. Then it is 0 and 5. Okay, so reverse it. So it is 50. It is pushed into the stack. So your stack is now having 2, 300, 950, 50 at the top. Okay. Now it is star sign. So the top two values popped out. So 50, then 9, 50 into 9, 450, 450 pushed back into the stack. So 2, 300 and 450. Now 02. Reversing 02, that is 20, pushing 20 into the stack, so 2, 300, 450 and 20. Now popping out again the topmost two values, so 20 popped out, 450 popped out, and multiplication, so 20 into 450. Okay, let me complete it again, I'll explain it. 20 into 450, so 9,000, okay, 9,000 pushed back into the stack here. So now your stack is containing 2, 300 and 9,000. Okay. Now you are coming across divide. So we are popping two values 9,300 from the stack. Dividing 9,000 divided by 300. 30. 30 pushed back into stack. Alright. Now we have minus. And the topmost value is 30 and 2. So 30 is popped out, 2 is popped out. So 30 minus 2, 28. 28 pushed back into the stack. So the final answer is 28. Again, for those who could not cope up, again this is for you. What they have done here is, in this method, this is your star 20 star 50 plus 3 6 302. Okay, here this is the method which I have came across in one of the reference book. Okay, so they get you through. First of all, they have reversed the whole prefix expression that they have received. Okay, so starting from your right hand side, so from 2, so 2 is here, then they are coming across 0, so 0 is placed, again a 0, so again a 0 is placed. Okay, then there is 3, so again 3 is placed, then there is 6. Okay, so 6 placed, then 3 is placed, plus, then it is 0, so 0 is placed, then it is 5. So they have, reversed it character by character. Okay, and the obtained reverse string is this one, which you can see in the second row. Okay, you can read the numbers at least. Clear? Is it clear? Yes or no, students? Okay, then what they have done is they have scanned each token. Okay, this is your token. So 2. So reversing 2. Now 2 is unit digit. Nothing to be reversed. So 2 remains as it is. Okay. So 2 is pushed. Now next is 003. Alright. Now 003 is units, tens and hundreds. Okay. So total 3. So they are reversing it again. So they get the result after the reversal is 300. So they are pushing 300 into stack here, back. Now 6, again a unit digit, nothing to be reversed. So 6, 3, 3 again here in the stack. Now your operator, plus operator. So you need to pop out 2 of your topmost operands. So 3 and 6 are at the top of your stack. So 3 and 6 popped out. Addition done. Result, that is 9, added back into the stack. So now your stack is 309. Okay. Now 05, tens and units place. Okay. So they are reversing it. So it becomes 50. 50 is pushed here in the stack. Star. So pop out 50 and 9, result back into stack. Then 02. Reverse 002. So it is 20. So 20 pushed into the stack. Then it is star. So pop out the topmost 2 values from your stack. So it is 20 and 450. Okay. So 20 into 450, that is 9,000. So 9,000 back into the stack. Okay. Then it is 9,300. Why? Because divide sign is there. Operator. So you are popping out the topmost 2 values. So 9,000 divided by 300. So that is 30. So 30 is back into the stack. Now the elements remaining in the stack are 2 and 30. And you got one operator minus. So you are popping those 2 elements, 30 and 2. Okay. So 30 minus 2, that is 28. So your end result is 28. And in the output console, you are going to get 28. Okay. This is the example of your evaluation. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Okay, now you have to solve the prefix notation example. This is the last slide for today's session. Okay, we'll keep it till here. We are not moving forward to your recursive functions. We'll see that tomorrow. Okay. Dharmik, you solved it using that table format, if I'm not wrong. It is +9 star 26. Okay. Okay. Good. Yes, right. I'm not asking you to show me the screen because we are starting with the easy example first. Now going one step ahead. Solve this one. Yes, right. 8 is the answer. Correct. Okay, go for this one. $25. Yes. Yasin, can you orally tell me how you did it? Don't need to present the screen. Just orally tell what were the steps. Yasin? Others, listen carefully and verify your steps. If you are not getting answer as 25 or you are not very sure that answer is 25 or not. Yasin? Orally just tell what were the steps that got involved. Okay. Sushil Prasad. Just orally tell me what are the steps required for you to get answer as 25.
Ma'am, first of all, I have reversed the string and numbers
Okay.
0, 2, plus
Hmm.
5, 4, star, 7, plus and minus.
Okay. Then.
Then 0 and बाद में मैम
2.
0 और 2 को ऐड किया तो 2 मिला. बाद में 2,5.
Okay. Correct.
Then 2,5,4.
Correct.
बाद में मैम 5 और 4 को मल्टीप्लाई किया तो 2,20.
Absolutely right.
बाद में 2,20,7.
Correct.
बाद में 20 और 7 को ऐड किया तो 2,27.
Absolutely right.
एंड लास्ट में 27 minus 2 then 25.
Exactly. Right. Good. So that is how you are getting the answer as 25. Okay. The last example. Correct. 16 is the answer. Yes, right. See, there is a quick method. Suppose this kind of a question is asked in your examination somewhere. Then how quickly you can do it if you are not solving, if there is no time for you to create that table and all. Okay, then what you can do is, see, the numbers which are immediate on the right hand side. This is the method which I generally do it. Okay, the numbers which are immediate to the right hand side of the operator gets the operation. The numbers which are immediate here is 3 and 6. Okay, so if you go on adding, it will be 2, 5, 6, 3. So when you pop out, 3 will be the first one to be popped out, 6 will be the another one, because plus sign was next. So what you can do here is, you can add these numbers, okay, like this. So it is 9, plus sign is to be removed. So directly you can now see that this on the top of the stack there will be 5. Okay, now 5 and 9 are immediate on the right hand side of your star. So you have to give this two numbers the operation of star. Correct? So what you can do, this 5 and 2 remains as it is. 5 nines are 45. Okay. Right? This is what happening. Now again, the right hand side here. So 2 and 45. So again, what you can do, this 5 and 2 remains as it is. This is the quick method, okay? I am doing with the help of that table format only. But if I want to do it quickly in terms of your MCQ part, where you do not have that much of time, then again 2 into 45. Okay, so it is 90. Alright, now immediate operand to the right hand side of your divide is 90 and 5. So 90 divided by 5. Alright, so here it will be minus, and 90 divided by 5 is 18, correct? And 2. And the immediate operators after minus are 18 and 2, so 18 minus 2. So your final answer is 16. Got it? I am following the table method, just I am not creating the table. I am just visualizing, and this is the the fastest way in terms of your MCQs. Yes, in your theory exams you do have to do the table and all, okay, but in the MCQ part where you have to solve such kind of an example, then you can do it this way also. Okay, it will give you faster results and it will save your time too. Fine. We are keeping this till here. Tomorrow we are going to start your recursive functions. Okay, we are keeping this session till here. And with this, we are also completing your mid-sem portion also. So do not worry that your mid-sem portion is remaining or not. Your mid-sem portion is your unit number 1, your unit number 2 array part, the full array part, and in unit number 2 the stacks. In stacks, the introduction, definition, operation, and this conversions. Okay, conversions and evaluations. And from your practical number 1 and practical number 2, that is your course for your mid-sem exam, which we have completed well in time. Alright, so please do not worry. From the next session, that is tomorrow, we are going to start with recursive functions. Okay. All right, all the AI students, AI 1 to 10, write your numbers, AI 1 to 10, serial order wise. 11 to 20. Okay, till 1 to 20, everybody has written their numbers. Fine. Once you have written the numbers, you are free to leave the meeting. 21 to 30. (30 to 40). (40 to 50). (50 to 60). 60 to 70 till 71. 60 to 71 AI. Okay. AI students, you can leave the session. Thank you all. BD, 1 to 10.
Ma'am, is this PPT already uploaded on our portal?
No, I'll upload it today, Aditya.
Oh, thank you.
11 to 20. Yasin would be the one, I guess, 13. BD students, enter your numbers. Jai, 54 means you are from AI, right? Okay. All right, you can leave the session, everybody. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes, Nidhi.
ma'am, midsem guidelines are same as we had before, like
Yeah.
timings and all.
Yes.